Rob F. live in Lemoore, California at Deck the Hall, site of the next installment of Tachi Palace Fights. I'm standing here with a victorious Jorge Van Dam Oliveira. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. First of all, congratulations on your fight over James the Sandman Irvin. How does it feel?
I feel great. I feel like I'm back I'm back in my world. I was 2 years without doing anything, without fighting, without living my life, without just miserable, at home. Try to work as a regular job or whatever, and nothing happened at all. So it's good to coming back and do what I do best, fight and take the big victory back at home, jiu-jitsu.
You seem to be very emotional after the fight, and you showed a lot of respect towards James Irvin. I think you even said some words to him after the fight. What was it that you said to him?
I know he's been passed through bad situation too, like sleep in the car and has no money and just no house, and I respect him because I'm a fighter, and it happened with me. And I know what it is to be in his position, and I know what it is. I know the way he feels, so that's why I respect him, and I respect not just him. I respect my whole people, every fighter. Could be 100 pounds to 200 to the heavyweight to whatever. I respect everybody stepping in the cage or in the ring and fight for they survive. And I know he had a hard time, and I respect not just because he's a UFC fighter or anything, just because he's a fighter. He's a great fighter, and being passed through, situation, what I've been in the same situation. So I told him, thank you very much for to step in the octagon and they take me as his opponent, and I went down there and I gave a hug, and I know it's gonna be hard for him right now, but it was hard for me too. So one have to come up, and other one have to come down.
Wise words, and I like to see the respect between the two competitors. That's always great to see. I want to ask you about your name, Van Dam. What's the story with that?
Van Dam was in Brazil back in the day. It was just like actually bad, like a bad nickname because Van Dam was like movie star, sure. And back in the day in Brazil, some people just put this nickname because it was very violent, street fight. I was a street fighter, and I was and the whole soccer game, the whole hooligan thing, and everybody know the hooligans, they fight in the streets, they break everything, and I was part of one of, and I changed my whole image and my whole life in choice to the real sport, to the jiu-jitsu, to the whole sport of MMA.
You were a hooligan?
Hooligan, they in America. We all pretty much was just Jovem Flá. That's like a fan base of like a soccer team in Brazil. We are very violent, but we like to have fun. Fighting is fun. So, and I think I just took that and turned things around to becoming like great for myself as a professional. So I'm pretty much happy to one day fought in the street a lot. It gave me a confidence because I go against of like 300 guys, 100 guys. I don't care, and I step in the octagon is just one guy. So it is what it is. It's professional, but my mindset for live or die. But I will always fight for it. So.
Personally, I think American sports could use a little more of that. You know what I mean? Baseball to me is so boring. I think maybe some team we could import some teams from Brazil, come stir things up a little bit. What do you think of that?
Brazil, we have a lot of talents, man. A lot of talents. I wish Brazil had the same support of all the United States, all the America has, all the great facilities, the great supplement, like organized, very organized, and people start looking to Brazil because we can have the best football team, we can have the best baseball team, we can have all the games you guys have here, we can have that too because we have a great athletes there, but we don't have the support what you guys have here. So unfortunately.
Did you hear about the soccer riot that just happened in Brazil within the last week? I think it was.
In Rio de Janeiro, the war.
Yeah.
Do
you know any of those guys?
I don't know because I'm I mean, away from Rio de Janeiro for a long time, already 16 years. But I came from very very poor neighborhood, and it is what it is. Like here in America too, like if you go to Compton, it's not gonna be easy. Sure. But it's not that crazy in Brazil. Where they care the guns when they can kill people on the whole. It's just too much politics for me, so I don't even go there. But if that's what happened, if that for good things, for good cause, I wish best for my soil in Rio de Janeiro, and for my family still living there, in the neighborhood where it's very violent. But this fight right now, I'll definitely come up to the ladder and try to take all my family from there, move them here, or move them for the better neighborhood in Brazil. So, yeah.
Let me ask you something. So you this was a very impressive victory. What do you got next? What's going on in Jorge Oliveira's life?
In my life right now, well, they just keep training. I'm very healthy. Nothing's broke. I'm pretty much just get back, I guess, tomorrow, train a little bit, and keep it focused and see what is my manager gonna get my next fight. So, but I think that's not my last fight here, but take a break right now because I've been fighting here for so long. So I want to test the other waters, maybe fight in Japan or maybe for UFC or Strike Force or, depend. However God's want to give, the opportunity for me and open the door. So.
This was like Christmas came a little early. It was a nice victory, right?
No, Christmas came actually before the fight. Like I didn't talk to my daughter for the last, I don't know. I left Brazil. She was like a year, 6 months, and the first time today she had a conversation with me before the fight, and we had a good time here, actually in the back talking, and have a good time, and I think my Christmas is already early than my fight, so very happy.
Who says Christmas dreams and wishes don't come true in the cage? They do for Jorge Oliveira and Cage 360. How do you say Merry Christmas in Portuguese?
Feliz Natal.
It's almost like Spanish.
Feliz Navidad.
So Rob F. and Jorge Oliveira saying Feliz Natal.
Feliz Natal.
Feliz Natal. Congratulations on the win, and thanks so much for the time.
Thank you very much.